Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rajasthan University Computer Science Faculty, Subject Professional English Language 2, Unit 19, Internet Security, Lesson 4, and this is Panyar Ali Muhammad Hikmat is with you. Hello and I'm most welcome to Lesson 4, and I'm with you. In this unit we will study these topics. Security and privacy on the internet, safety online for children, the history of hacking, computer crimes. And what is the objective or what is the aim of this lesson? To understand the basic idea related to security and privacy on the internet. Why security is important, we will discuss about these question. To discuss controversial issue related to the internet. Controversial issue, different issue. Okay. And in language section we have grammar, the past simple. We will study this past simple. It is a tense and vocabulary. Internet security, username, password, firewall, hacker, cracker, cookies, worm, trojans, spyware, adware, digital certificate, encryption, decryption, infiltrating program, internet crime, privacy, plagiarism, malware, spreading, phishing, cyber talking, IP spoofing, and I know you are familiar with these words. Skills in listening, choosing the best answer to question about an interview, completing the interviewer notes, and in speaking section we have discussion, internet issue, computer crimes, personal privacy, infringement of copyright, censorship, etc. And in reading, understanding general and specific information about security and privacy on the internet, finding specific information in a text about the history of hacking, and in writing, summarizing a discussion on PowerPoint if possible, how to summarize a text and take the important point and summarize it. Okay, let's go for our unit 19, internet security. On alert, it means precaution, be aware. On alert means precaution and be aware. Okay, discuss these questions. What is hacker? Think about it. What is hacker? How easy do you think it is to infiltrate the internet and steal sensitive information? What is infiltrate? Infiltrate, it means to enter. Okay, how can you protect your computer from virus and spyware? Viruses and spyware. Spyware is a kind of virus. How you can protect it? Okay, let's go and find these the answer for these questions. Okay, match the caption 1 up to 4 with the pictures A to D. A security website can be organized in 2 ways. Here we have caption, and here we have pictures, and please read it, and this is the answer key for this section. If you don't know any difficult words from this section, please check your dictionary. Okay, security and privacy on the internet. Read the text quickly and see how many of your ideas from 1 A, question 3 are mentioned. Read the text more carefully and answer these questions. Here you should find the answer for that three question that we began the unit by those three questions, and after that, in part B, read the text more carefully, answer these questions. At first read the text and then find the answer. This is why security is so important on the internet. Why is security so important on the internet? What security features are offered by Mozilla Firefox? What security protocol is used by bank to make online transaction is secure? How can we protect our email and keep it private? What methods are used by companies to make internet network security? In what ways can a virus enter a computer system? Why does a worm spread itself? These are the questions. You can have the answer here, and also please read this text very carefully and answer these questions. Okay, let me read these texts for you. If you have any difficulty with reading, please listen very carefully and pay attention to the pronunciation. There are many security and privacy on the internet. There are many benefits from an open system like the internet, but one of the risks is that we are often exposed to hackers. What is exposed? Exposed, it means face to. Hackers. Who breaks into computer system? Who is a hacker? Here is a question. Who is a hacker? Who breaks into computer just for fun? To steal information or to spread virus? See note below. So, how do you go about making your online transaction secure? This is a question. Security on the web. Security is crucial. Crucial, it means important. When you send confidential information online, consider, for example, consider means think. For example, the process of buying a book on the web. You have to type your credit card number in an order from which passes from computer to computer on its way to the online bookstore. If one of the intermediary computer is infiltrated by hacker, your data can be copied. Infiltrated, it means nufuz kardan. To avoid risk, you should set all security alert to high on your web browser. Mozilla Firefox display a lock when the website is secure and allow you to display or delete cookies. What is cookie? Cookies are a small file placed on your hard drive by web server so that they can recognize your PC when you return to their site. If you use online banking services, make sure they use digital certificate. What is digital certificate? Files that are like digital identification card and that identify users and web servers. For example, your bank account, your security account, something like this. Also, be secure to use a browser that is compliant with SSL. What is SSL? Secure Socket Layer, a protocol which provides security transaction. Okay. Email privacy. Similarly, as your email travels across the net, it is copied temporarily onto many computers in between. It means that your email go from one computer to another, from another to another. This is the process. This means that it can be reached by people who illegally enter computer system. The only way to protect the message is to put it in a sort of virtual envelope. What is virtual envelope then? That is to encode it with some form of the encryption. A system designed to send email privately in pretty good privacy, a freeware program written by Phil Zimmerman. Network security. Private network can be attacked by intruders who attempt to obtain information, such as intruders and hackers are the same. Okay, information such as social security number, bank account, or research and business report. To protect crucial data, companies hire security consultants who analyze the risk and privacy solution. The most common method of protection are passwords for access control, firewalls, and encryption and decryption system. Encryption change data into a security code so that only someone with a key can read it, and decryption convert encrypted data back into its original form. For example, you put some of the data in the zip file, then you can extract it. When you put into the zip file, that is encryption. When you get it back from zip file to normal file, that is decryption. Okay, let's go ahead. Malware protection. Malware, malicious software or program designed to infiltrate or damage your computer. For example, viruses, worms, trojans, and spyware. A virus can enter a PC via a disk drive. If you insert an infected disk or via the internet, a worm is this is the description of a worm. A worm is a self-copying program that separates through email attachment. It replicates itself and sends a copy to anyone in an address book. And what is a Trojan? A Trojan horse is disguised as a useful program. It may affect data security, and spyware collects information from your PC without your consent. Consent, it means you are permit. Most spyware and adware, it means software and allows pop-up, that is, advertisement that suddenly appear on your screen. It is included with free downloads. Okay, and if you want to protect your PC, don't open email attachment from a stranger and take care when downloading file from the web. Remember to update your antivirus software as often as possible, since new viruses are being created all the time. Note: originally, all computer enthusiasts, it means interesting, and skilled programmer were known as hacker, but during the 1990s, the term hacker became synonym with cracker. What is cracker? Cracker, a person who uses technology for criminal aims. Nowadays, people often use the word hacker to mean both things. In the computer industry, hackers are known as white hats and crackers are called black hats or dark side hackers. Okay, let's go ahead. What do we have here? Here's the practice solve the clues and complete the puzzle. Here we have a puzzle, and here is the description for this puzzle. User have to enter a password to gain access to a network. Pass, PASS WORD. Here is the answer key. You can do it by yourself. Okay, safety online for children. This is a listening section, and in this listening section we have listened to an interview with Diana Wilson, a member of the Internet Safety Foundation, which answer A or B best describe what she says. You can click on this loudspeaker sign and you can play here and you may listen.
Unit 19, Task 3. The internet is a great resource for kids, but some parents are concerned about the presence of indecent...
Okay. Please listen to the audio clip very carefully and answer these questions. Parents should make children aware of what? Aware of the benefits and risks of the internet. Okay. Do it very patiently and carefully. Okay, listen again and complete the interview notes. Once again, you should listen to the listening section, listening transcript, and you can play here, then filling the blanks. At first, try with yourself if you can. Here is the answer key. Okay, the history of hacker. The story of hacker. Read part 1 of the text and answer these questions. Which hacking case inspired the film or war game? When did Captain Zap hack into the Pentagon? Why was Nicholas Wiley arrested in 1988? How old was the hacker that broke into a US defense computer in 1989? These are the questions, and here is the answer for that questions. The history of hacking part 1. See, it is very interesting when we see these history. In 1971, what happened in 1971? John Draper discovered that the West still offered in boxes of Cap'n Crunch breakfast cereal perfectly generated the 2600 hertz signal used by the AT&T phone company. He started to make free calls. He was arrested in 1972 but wasn't sent to prison. See, although he was a criminal, but he wasn't sent to prison. 1974, Kevin Mitnick, a legend, it means historical. Among hackers began hacking into banking network and altering the credit reports of his enemies. He didn't expect that his most famous exploit, hacking into the North American Defense Command in Colorado Springs, would inspire the film War Game in 1983. The film War Games inspired or made from this hacker Kevin Mitnick. In 1981, Ian Murphy, a 23 years old, known as Captain Zip on the network, hacked into the White House and the Pentagon. 1987, the IBM International Network was paralyzed by hacker crust mass message. Paralyzed, it means to stop. فلاش کردن. 1988, the Union Bank of Switzerland almost lost 23 million to hackers. Nicholas Wiley was arrested in connection with virus spreading. 1989, a 15-year-old hacker cracked the US defense computer. 1991, Kevin Paulson, known as Dark Dent on the network, was accused by stealing military files. Okay, here we have past simple. We use the past simple to talk about complete action or event which happened at a specific time in the past. Here's the diagram: past and now. He began hacking in 1974. The action happened in the past in a specific time. What is the specific time? 1974. And this is the first use. Is the second. We form the past simple of regular verb by adding ed to the infinitive. For example, John Draper discovered ed. The first word is discover, but when we add ed, it becomes the past form. We form question and negative using did and didn't. For example, when did Captain Zip hack into the Pentagon? He didn't expect that. His most famous exploit. And the other usage, there are many verbs which are irregular in the past simple. Kevin Mitnick began hacking into. What is the first form of began? Begin. Okay. For a list of irregular verbs, see page 166 of your book, and there we have an index of irregular verbs. We form question and negative for irregular verbs in the same way on the regular verb, an exception in B, see below. For example, when did Kevin Menteken begin hacking into? He didn't begin hacking until 1974. We form the past passive with the past simple of be, the past participle. For example, IBM International was. See, be, was, and were. Is, are. Am and is became was in the past, and are became were. Paralyzed by hacker. He wasn't sent to prison. Was is used with I, he, she, it, and where is used with these pronouns: you, we, they. Why was Nicholas Wiley arrested in 1998? That's also a question by B. And the language work at the past simple. Look at the help box and then complete part 2. on the text with the simple form of the verb in the box. Simple form of the verb in the box. That is done, and here's the answer key. You can do it by yourself. Okay, this is a read these landmark in the history of the internet and prepare at least 5 questions in the past simple. For example, here is example. What happened in 1969? What did Ray Tomlinson do in 1971? Read it very carefully, and here are the abbreviation. For example, this is the abbreviation of ARPA-NET, ARPA Advanced Research Project Agency Net. Okay, do it by yourself as a homework, and please send it to me by email or by WhatsApp, or put it into the Google Classroom. Okay, internet issue. In small groups, look at the list of cybercrime and discuss these questions. You can discuss this question with yourself, with 3 or 4 students. Make a group in WhatsApp or make a group in Facebook, and chat these questions and ask them which crime are the most dangerous. Is it fair or unfair to pay for the song, videos, books, or article that you download? Should copyright infringement be allowed online? Discuss it with yourself. Okay. Then let's see here. Cybercrime. What is cybercrime? At first, piracy. What is piracy? The illegal copy and distribution of copyrighted software, game, and music file. That is piracy. Plagiarism and theft of intellectual property. What is that? Pretending that someone else's work is your own. For example, someone else's book is when somebody write a book, you pretend that this book is mine. Spreading of malicious software. It means viruses. That's also a kind of cybercrime. Phishing. It means password harvesting. Phishing. Getting password for online bank account or credit card number by using email that look like they are from real organization but are in fact fake. People believe the message is from their bank and send their security detail. IP spoofing, making one computer look like another in order to gain unauthorized access. And cyber talking, or online harassment or abuse, mainly in chat room or news group, and the distribution of indecent or offensive material, the material which gives bad effects on someone, to the audience. Okay, and that is the another homework. Write a summary of your discussion in PowerPoint and present it to the rest of the class. Present it to me. Okay, when you talk in a chat, in a Facebook chat or in a WhatsApp chat, then summarize these discussion and please write it and send it to me. Okay, for more information please visit www.cambridge.org/ELT/ICT for an online task. And finally, Thanks from your attention. Remember that your questions and recommendation are very, very appreciated. Once again, thanks from your attention. Have a nice time.